And they race away then for the Potemkin Ledger. And where does the early pace come from? It's High and Low that goes on, determined to make a good stretch of this stand. Nedawi, the rail, the inside of Dark Moon Dancer, and then Sunshine Street with Tarlim up on the outside. Ardley Charmer, the rank outsider, is towards the back, and so too at this stage is Sadian and Eco-Friendly at a level pace through the first quarter mile. And they're being towed along by High and Low, one of the three Barry Hill runners in the race, and this filly just has the edge under Jimmy Fortune. Nedawi sits second. On the outside is Sunshine Street, these 1, 2 and 3. And then behind that we have Ardley Charmer, the Glowworm runs the rail behind Dark Moon Dancer. Sadian towards the back, and Eco-Friendly, another one of the Barry Hills trio in this race, is the back marker. So they swing left-handed and shortly to rise over Rose Hill with High and Low the leader, to Sunshine Street the outside of Nedawi, the stripe cap of Tarlim, the quarter colours running the rail Dark Moon Dancer, the Glowworm on the outside, and John Reed just had to check there. On the outer is Ardley Charmer out wide, Sadian follows, and then I say the Glowworm in the yellow colours Eco-Friendly. So they come through the first 3/4 of a mile and towards the halfway stage in the Potemkin Ledger, with High and Low leading to up on the outside Sunshine Street and Nedawi sitting the rail. Then behind these we've got Tarlim racing in a share of 4 with Dark Moon Dancer, Ardley Charmer the outside, followed by Sadian. Then the Glowworm, and then Eco-Friendly. One of the neglected horses in the race is the back marker. But it's High and Low who leads, but Nedawi, the 5-2 favourite, sits second. Sadian is in the maroon colours, sharing a last at this stage. The Glowworm in a midfield position. They've got under 3/4 of a mile to go, starting the turn in. And Jimmy Fortune just kicks and tries to find a little bit more pace. The Sunshine Street, the red and grey stripes, in second place. The Irish runner sitting in third, Nedawi. Then on the outside we've got Tarlim. Then behind these, Sadian tries to make a stride or two behind the Glowworm. Dark Moon Dancer, Ardley Charmer, the rank outside, and now last. Eco-Friendly is being ridden along, the Glowworm ridden along, and they come down past the 4. Still High and Low has it. Bold bit of front running, Tarlim the outside, then Sunshine Street, Nedawi runs the rail, Sadian under pressure, Dark Moon Dancer in green and red with the white sleeves with a run now. But as they come down to the 2 furlong marker, what a positive front running ride by Jimmy Fortune on High and Low. The stripe cap of Tarlim, he's a winner over the distance. Nedawi the favourite in the Boys for Blue is in third, gets a switch there and a run, but they come down towards the final furlong. And High and Low, here comes Nedawi for the Saror team in second place. Back in third, Sunshine Street for Ireland, and then Tarlim as they race inside the final furlong. And Nedawi weaves across the course. High and Low still has it. Nedawi puts in a power finish to lift it in the last 50 yards. Nedawi wins. High and Low second. Back in third, Sunshine Street, then Sadian, then Tarlim, and behind that one came Dark Moon Dancer, and the field trailed back to Ardley Charmer, who was last of all. And so Nedawi has won this for Godolphin, and what an amazing tale this Godolphin story is. Another classic success for Nedawi, considered the second string by so many. They could have run Sea Wave, they could have run so many. They elected to ride Nedawi. John Reed has won this classic. John Reed on his 8th ride is the 4th St Ledger in 5 years for Sheikh Mohammed, and Nedawi has won this. And as I say, John Reed, who was placed before on Sadler's Hall, but this is his first victory in the final classic of the year, the Potemkin Ledger. But what a most dramatic swerve inside the final furlong, and a brave front-running roll by High and Low in the pink cap there, worn by Jimmy Fortune. But it was Nedawi, the Progressive Rainbow Quest, who was just too good.
Well, second classic of the season for the Godolphin boys. He's not a very big horse, he's lightly made, but he's got so much athleticism, and he's also a little bit of a character. Very lucky that he didn't get rid of John Reed. It never looked as though he was going to, but he's changed direction quite quickly with about 100 yards to run.
John Reed, amazingly your first Ledger. Is it still a special race to win?
It's taken me a long time. It's a very special day for me, I'll promise you. I thought I was going to get there quite nice, but of course he only had 3 runs. He's still a bit green yet.
That was the weaving about at the end?
Yeah, he was just sort of looking in a little bit with greenness. I pulled it through and he ran the other way, and he frightened me for a moment, but I'll soon straighten him out again.
What were your thoughts at that point?
Just get him straightened up again. I had plenty of horse. Just get him straightened up and get him back into gear. He cost himself a length or so.
People have been knocking the Ledger, but for you, is it still a true classic?
It is. Marvellous to win it. Like I say, I've been riding a long time. I thought this one was going to get away from me, but delighted up on it. It's fantastic.
And again, not a bad spare ride.
Very good spur ride. Many thanks to the Godolphin team for putting me on it.
Well, well done. I'm sure they'll thank you too.
Well, it was an exciting race. The finish, whip-twirling John Reed and Why Not. They've kept bringing the horses back into the paddock, which is a great move, and they're going to weigh John Reed in. They've got lovely weather, and let's hear him in. Jimmy Fortune on the runner-up. He had a great ride too. Sheikh Mohammed leading in the winner, Nedawi. And this move, which Doncaster tried last year, they've streamlined it even further because the weighing-in procedure, which last year took place in the old weighing room, everyone can see that now. Jimmy Fortune, who's received an offer to ride for Peter Chappell-Hyam, who's John Reed's principal trainer. But John has always ridden on and off for the Godolphin team. Of course, he partnered Swain last year, and he's been very successful all over the world. Arcs on Tony Bin,